Let me take you aboard the Baltic Queen, a ferry that thinks it is a cruise ship and honestly does a pretty good job convincing you. This Tallink Silja vessel has been sailing the Baltic Sea since 2008, connecting Tallinn and Stockholm while offering passengers more than just a simple ferry ride. With room for nearly 3,000 passengers, this floating hotel manages to blend practical transportation with genuine cruise amenities. The Baltic Queen stands out in the ferry world by refusing to be just another boring transport vessel. Instead of cramming people into basic seats for the journey, they have created something closer to a floating resort experience. The ship spans 10 decks and offers everything from comfortable cabins to multiple dining venues, making the journey between Estonia and Sweden feel more like a mini vacation than a simple crossing. What makes this ship particularly interesting is how it bridges the gap between budget ferry travel and luxury cruising. You get the affordability and practicality of ferry transportation combined with amenities that would not look out of place on a proper cruise ship. The recent refurbishments in 2018 and 2022 have kept the vessel feeling fresh and modern, addressing many of the complaints that plagued earlier years of operation. When it comes to accommodations, the Baltic Queen offers a surprising variety for what is essentially a ferry. The standard inside cabins are admittedly compact at around 10 to 12 square meters, but they serve their purpose well for an overnight crossing. These rooms come with basic amenities including a private bathroom, television, and twin or double bed configurations depending on your preference. The outside cabins bump up the space slightly to 12 to 15 square meters and add the crucial element of natural light through ocean view windows. For many passengers, this upgrade proves worthwhile, especially during the bright summer months when Baltic sunsets paint the sky in brilliant colors. The sea views help combat any feelings of claustrophobia that might creep in during the crossing. Balcony cabins represent a significant step up in both space and luxury, offering 15 to 20 square meters plus your own private outdoor space. These rooms feel more like proper cruise ship accommodations, complete with minibars and upgraded furnishings. The private balconies become particularly valuable during scenic portions of the journey, allowing you to enjoy fresh sea air without competing for space on the public decks. The junior suites and full suites cater to passengers seeking more spacious accommodations or traveling with family. At 25 to 35 square meters, these rooms provide separate living areas and can accommodate up to 4 people comfortably. Some feature whirlpool tubs and enhanced amenities that rival those found on dedicated cruise ships, though you will pay accordingly for these upgraded experiences. Dining aboard the Baltic Queen reflects the ship's dual nature as both ferry and cruise vessel. The main buffet restaurant serves as the workhorse of the dining program, offering international cuisine with a strong emphasis on Baltic specialties. The smoked fish selections and herring preparations showcase regional flavors that many passengers discover for the first time during their journey. The buffet setup works well for the ferry environment, allowing passengers to grab quick meals between other activities or linger over leisurely dinners while watching the scenery pass by. The variety keeps most dietary preferences happy, though vegetarian and specialty diet options can sometimes feel like afterthoughts rather than carefully planned offerings. For those seeking a more refined dining experience, the à la carte restaurant provides table service and a menu focused on European and Nordic cuisine. The fresh seafood dishes take advantage of the Baltic location, while more adventurous options like reindeer preparations offer a taste of Scandinavian culture. Reservations are recommended, especially during peak travel periods when demand outstrips the relatively small seating capacity. The bars and cafes scattered throughout the ship provide gathering spaces for passengers looking to socialize or simply enjoy a drink while watching the sea. The piano bar creates a sophisticated atmosphere for evening conversations, while the more casual lounges work well for afternoon coffee or pre-dinner cocktails. The nightclub comes alive after dinner, particularly on weekend crossings when the party atmosphere really takes hold. Here is where the Baltic Queen reveals its ferry heritage most clearly. The pool and outdoor facilities are quite limited compared to dedicated cruise ships. Do not expect sprawling pool decks with multiple swimming areas and elaborate water features. Instead, the ship focuses on outdoor deck space for relaxation and sightseeing rather than aquatic entertainment. The upper decks provide ample space for sunbathing during favorable weather, with comfortable seating areas that take advantage of panoramic sea views. These outdoor spaces become particularly popular during summer crossings when passengers can enjoy the extended daylight hours of the northern latitudes. The lack of pools might disappoint some families, but the emphasis on deck space works well for the ship's primary mission. The outdoor lounges and seating areas are well designed for the climate and typical weather conditions of the Baltic Sea. Windbreaks and covered areas provide shelter when needed, while still allowing passengers to enjoy fresh air and scenery. During particularly scenic portions of the journey, these decks can become quite crowded as everyone tries to capture the perfect photograph. The absence of traditional cruise ship pool amenities like water slides or splash parks is noticeable, but it aligns with the ship's practical approach to passenger transport. The focus remains on comfortable outdoor spaces for relaxation rather than active water recreation, which makes sense given the relatively short duration of most crossings. Entertainment and activities aboard the Baltic Queen strike a balance between cruise ship offerings and the practical limitations of a ferry schedule. The theater hosts live music performances and Baltic-themed shows that provide cultural context for the journey. These productions tend to be smaller scale than what you would find on dedicated cruise ships, but they add genuine value to the travel experience. The onboard casino offers a taste of gaming excitement with slot machines and table games, though again on a more modest scale than cruise ship casinos. For many passengers, this provides just enough gaming entertainment without overwhelming the ship's other offerings. The casino becomes particularly lively during evening hours when passengers are looking for entertainment options. Daily activities include familiar cruise staples like trivia contests, bingo games, and dance classes, all scaled appropriately for the ship's size and passenger capacity. The activities program works well for filling time during longer crossings, though passengers on shorter routes might find themselves disembarking before fully experiencing everything on offer. The enrichment programs focus naturally on Baltic region culture and history, providing educational context for the destinations being visited. These talks and presentations help passengers better understand the places they are traveling between, adding educational value to what might otherwise be simply a transportation experience. Spa and wellness facilities on the Baltic Queen provide a welcome retreat from the bustle of ferry travel. The onboard spa offers standard treatments including massages and facials, along with traditional sauna facilities that reflect Scandinavian wellness traditions. The sauna becomes particularly popular during colder months when passengers appreciate the warmth and relaxation it provides. The fitness center features basic equipment suitable for maintaining workout routines during travel, though serious fitness enthusiasts might find the facilities somewhat limited. The gym serves its purpose well for casual exercise and stretching after long periods of sitting or walking around the ship. Group fitness classes are occasionally offered, though individual wellness treatments form the core of the spa program. Wellness amenities focus on relaxation rather than extensive fitness programming, which aligns with the ship's role as a comfortable transport vessel. The spa facilities provide a nice upgrade from basic ferry amenities without trying to compete with destination resort spas. Pricing for treatments remains reasonable compared to land-based alternatives in the expensive Scandinavian markets. The relaxation areas within the spa complex offer quiet spaces for reading or simply unwinding away from the more active areas of the ship. These spaces become particularly valuable during crowded crossings when finding quiet moments can be challenging elsewhere on the vessel. Family travelers will find the Baltic Queen reasonably well equipped for children, though the offerings are more modest than those found on family-focused cruise ships. Kids clubs operate during peak seasons with supervised activities designed to keep younger passengers entertained while giving parents some freedom to explore the ship's adult-oriented amenities. The children's play areas are compact but functional, providing safe spaces for kids to burn energy during the crossing. These facilities work well for shorter journeys, though families on longer routes might find the entertainment options somewhat limited. The ship's family-friendly cabins can accommodate extra beds, making it practical for families traveling together. Teen facilities are quite limited, with teenage passengers generally expected to participate in general entertainment rather than age-specific programming. This approach works reasonably well given the ship's primary focus on adult passengers, though families with teenagers might want to plan additional entertainment options. Childcare services are minimal, with no formal babysitting programs available. Families need to plan accordingly and should not expect the comprehensive children's programming found on dedicated family cruise ships. However, the ship's safe environment and contained space make it relatively easy for parents to keep track of children during the crossing. For checking booking availability and prices at your desired dates, you can use the link in description. I hope this video was helpful. Give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel-related content. If you are not ready to book this cruise, you can watch our best cruises playlist and choose the best one for you. Thanks for watching.